The YouTube Shorts algorithm has recently changed, and if you don't update the titles you're using in your content, the length that you're making your posts, the topics that you're using, and so many other things that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, you will start to see a decrease in both the amount of subscribers and the amount of overall views that you're getting. That being said though, if you simply follow the blueprint that I'm about to share with you in this video, you're going to be able to get more subscribers and more views on YouTube than you could have ever imagined during, quite frankly, the easiest time ever to grow on YouTube. In fact, I just helped this creator get 20,000 followers in just 30 days. This creator, 30,000 followers in just 30 days, and this creator, over 50,000 subscribers in just a 30-day period. And the same exact thing can happen to you if you simply implement the tips I'm about to share with you. When it comes to your YouTube Shorts is in the first 3 seconds of your videos. A lot of creators think that they just need to add a hook, but you need to understand something. Your hook on YouTube, it doesn't just stop somebody from scrolling when they're on the Shorts feed. It doesn't just get somebody to continue watching the video. What it also does is it signals to YouTube who they should actually be pushing your content out to. You see, and this is done in 2 different ways. One, YouTube transcribes every single post that you put. So if you have a title or you have something in the beginning of the video in the first 3 seconds, YouTube is going to be looking at that to say, hey, this video is about finance. This video is about basketball. This video is about Elon Musk. We have an audience for XYZ. Let's then push this piece of content to them. Now, before I share with you exactly what you should be doing in the first 3 seconds of your video, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, I literally upload a video about how to grow on these platforms every single day. In addition to that, I created a free YouTube growth course. You can get it, the link in the pinned comment below. It's going to share with things like the best hashtags to use on YouTube Shorts right now and the best time to post to instantly start getting more views on YouTube. Now, like I was alluding to earlier, there are essentially 3 different things that make up the hook in your video. 1, the actual text that's on the screen in your video or what you're actually saying in the video. 2, the angle that you choose and what comes first, what clip comes first. And then finally, the actual title of your video. A lot of times when it comes to titling on YouTube Shorts, a lot of creators get this wrong. They don't put keywords in it. They don't have a title that kind of hooks people in. You need to do one or the other. I'm going to share with you later on in this video exactly how long your title should be, what emojis to put in there, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But before we can get into that, I need to make sure that you actually understand the text hook. A creator that does an absolutely amazing job at adding a hook into their videos is Tuvok12, who I helped gain over 3 million subscribers on YouTube, 1 million of those in just a 24-hour period. And he was able to do this by making sure that he edited his videos to be incredibly fast-paced right from the beginning to the end. A lot of you guys do not start with the best clip. In fact, you guys start with a horrible clip, and that's why people swipe off of your video, and that is why you're not getting enough watch time that YouTube needs you to have. You need to understand something. For videos that are less than 30 seconds long, you need to be getting at least 100% watch time on YouTube Shorts. If they're over 30 seconds, you could drop that down to about 80%, but nevertheless, if you're in an incredibly competitive niche, you need to make sure that you're actually hitting the watch time in order to get your video pushed out, because if you're making finance content, you're making basketball content, you're making Elon Musk content, whatever you're making content about, YouTube is going to be putting you up against other creators within your niche. And this doesn't mean that you're not able to crack into it as a small creator, and it has nothing to do with being a small creator, being a big creator. Every single video that you post on YouTube is judged individually, but you can actually get momentum on YouTube. This is seen by the 7x rule when it comes to impressions. If you don't know what this is, if you get 1,000 views this week on YouTube, you're gonna get 7,000 impressions next week, which is essentially 7,000 opportunities for your videos to get discovered by people. If nobody clicks on your videos, nobody watches your videos, well then guess what happens? YouTube isn't gonna continue to suggest your videos, they're not gonna show up in search, and that is why you're not getting subscribers right now on YouTube. Now, I do need to warn you, YouTube Shorts is heating up and the competition is really starting to grow because they've changed the way that they're monetizing YouTube Shorts. In the past, you had to hit a threshold in order to get paid by YouTube Shorts. For argument's sake, let's say that threshold was 100,000 views. If you got 100,000 views, you got $100. If you got 500,000 views, you got to the next tier, which is, we'll call it $250. But now they got rid of that tiered system and you can get paid for videos $10 at a time. What does this mean? This means more of you guys are gonna get paid for YouTube Shorts. This means YouTube Shorts is more competitive. You can still make up to $35,000 a month just from the YouTube Shorts fund, and way more people are posting on YouTube Shorts because you're able to get paid now. And just because you didn't get chosen this month doesn't mean you can't get chosen next month. You need to understand something about YouTube and why I want you to take this platform so seriously. YouTube videos live forever. TikToks live for at most 45 days. They're starting to lengthen out, but I would say at most they live for 45 days. Posts on Instagram really don't live for that long, but posts on YouTube live forever. They can constantly get suggested. They can can constantly get recommended. They can constantly show up within the Shorts feed or within search. And the reason that this happens is because let's say Elon Musk does something crazy tomorrow and there were a ton of Elon Musk videos. Well, guess what happens? Then YouTube knows that people are interested in Elon Musk. They say, hey, let's suggest all of these older videos that did really well. And that is why you can have videos that are a year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, still getting a lot of views and still paying you every single month on YouTube. Now, when it comes to the titles that you're creating in your YouTube videos, you need to be focused on 5 things for this current YouTube Shorts algorithm. Number 1, the majority of videos that go viral on YouTube, the main title is less than 55 characters. You heard that right, less than 55 characters because that's all that's going to show up. If you want to have additional stuff, that's fine, but I would only recommend doing that if you're going to be ranking in search. Otherwise, it's not going to show up. It's not going to help people stay on the video. It's not going to hook people in. It's not going to help tell YouTube who they should actually be pushing the piece of content to. The second thing that you need to make sure that you're including, you need to include hashtag shorts at the end of the title, and no, it does not count towards the 55 characters. And then third, you need to make sure that there's an emoji at the end of that. Ideally, you want a title, an emoji, and then hashtag shorts or whatever other hashtags are relevant to whatever you're posting about. And then the last 2 things that you need to do besides that, you need to have some kind of shock factor or it needs to be some kind of how-to. If you're targeting search with YouTube Shorts, you should be focused on the exact search term that somebody's going to be typing in and making sure that you have those keywords in there. If you're not, if you're attaching yourself to some broader spectrum, you need to make sure that it has that keyword in the beginning and there needs to be something challenging about it. There needs to be something larger than life about it. In fact, you need to be clickbaiting people. If you're not clickbaiting people on YouTube Shorts, and obviously you need to clickbait and deliver. I'm not just saying clickbait and then have absolutely nothing on the subject because that is going to decrease the amount of watch time that you're getting. But you need to be sensationalizing things and getting people to click, getting people to want to watch the rest of the video. Because if you're not doing that and everybody else in your niche is doing that, you're never going to be able to stand out. So many creators, endless small creators will say, hey, I am not going to do that. I am not going to do that. Well, then you're just not going to be successful on YouTube. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And this is what you need to be doing if you want to be successful on YouTube. You need to have challenges. You need to be giving people a reason to watch. And then finally, you need to make sure that your title is actually better than whatever you're competing against. Like I alluded to earlier, if you're posting for a certain niche, you're competing against everybody else within that niche because YouTube knows that they have an audience that is X size for a certain type of content. So they're going to show them content that matches that they'd be interested in, but they're not going to show them content that's not going to keep them on the app. Now, how does YouTube know whether or not it's going to keep them on the app? By the watch time and by the click-through rate. And that's exactly why you need to be focused on those metrics. Again, for videos less than 30 seconds long, over 100% watch time. And for videos over 30 seconds long, you need to be aiming for 80% watch time. Now you're probably wondering, Rob, how on earth can I do that? Honestly, you're going to achieve that in the first 3 seconds of your video via the hook, via the title, and via whatever you're showing on screen. And one of the easiest ways for you to be able to maintain that is making sure that you have subtitles throughout your whole entire video. And I'm not just saying regular subtitles, I'm saying stuff that it's edited in. It's going to help you get way more views. Now I know a lot of you guys don't have the capability to do that, but you can simply do it within the app and it's going to make a huge difference in your audience retention because people are going to follow along. They're going to read the subtitles while they're listening and it's going to help hook them in. And if you add emojis into the subtitles, it's going to help with psychological triggers that are going to make people feel certain emotions, which again gets them to watch the video for a longer period of time. And the final thing that you need to make sure that you're doing with this current YouTube algorithm is getting rid of all the dry parts of your video. If something doesn't retain somebody's attention, they're going to leave. That is going to decrease the amount of watch time you're getting. And that ultimately is going to be the reason that you're not getting the views and the subscribers that you want on YouTube right now. In fact, if you want me to tell you exactly what you be doing on YouTube, critiquing your content, giving you new title ideas, telling you what kind of videos to be creating, even how long your videos should be, then you need to keep watching this video if you're interested in getting my YouTube coaching. Finally, I just launched my YouTube Shorts mentorship program, which guarantees that I can help you grow on YouTube in just 30 days. If you want to find out more, go to the link in the description. But to put it simply, you're going to go through 6 steps to becoming a YouTube Shorts expert. Then I'm going to make you a personalized plan. I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, what titles to use, what thumbnails to use, what descriptions to use, what tags to use, what your content should actually look like, how your editing should be, and so much more. And then for the next 30 days, I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you grow. It's incredibly simple. If you don't grow on YouTube in the 30 days, I'm going to give you your money back, 0 questions questions asked. This is not just a course. This is not just information. It's me actually telling you exactly what to do, critiquing you, consulting, me coaching you on how to be a full-time YouTuber, how to grow on YouTube, how to reach your goals on YouTube. And again, if you don't grow on YouTube in the 30 days, you get your money back, 0 questions asked. There's absolutely no risk for signing up. The only risk is not taking advantage of this situation right now with YouTube Shorts and growing on YouTube. So please do not be somebody that does that. That being said, if you're not interested, just watch the next 2 videos I'm going to put up on the screen because they're the videos that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.